I've passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Man, the internet's been going absolutely wild ever since Katt Williams dropped those insane claims about NLE Choppa's rise to fame. He straight up said the young rapper had to go through what he calls a humiliation ritual, a secret price of fame that nobody in the industry ever wants to talk about. Fans were shocked, like, what did he just say? Katt didn't bite his tongue for a second. He claimed the entertainment industry ain't as shiny as it looks, that behind those glowing lights, red carpet smiles, and million-dollar deals, there's a much darker machine at work.
I wanted to not necessarily apologize, but I wanted to explain like where my head at and where it's been for like the last week. So first of all, when I did the artwork, I knew like there would be some upset people or whatnot, simply because, you know, religion is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. But I also didn't mean to like mock. This wasn't like a to you people, to the Christians, like, you know, it was not that. It was literally me saying, oh, I'm back like Jesus. Like, that was like the whole thing. I'm not the first person to dress up as Jesus.
According to him, there's a hidden system that runs everything, a system that decides who blows up, who falls off, and who has to play by their rules to stay in the game. When he said, I passed my humiliation ritual, people froze. That one line sent the internet into detective mode. It hit hard not just because of what it meant, but because of who it came from. Katt Williams isn't just some random dude talking. This man's been in Hollywood for decades. He's seen the fake friendships, the backdoor deals, the wild parties, the broken promises, all of it. So when he speaks, it don't sound like rumors. It sounds like he's exposing a system everyone's too scared to mention. He made it clear fame ain't free. It's not just about talent, money, or luck. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice.
I haven't made that complex list. I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certifications. Let me know who beating me, bruh.
According to him, people have to go through situations they can't ever talk about, stuff that breaks them down, tests their loyalty, and proves how far they'll go for the spotlight. And once you cross that line, there's no going back. Then came the name that made everyone stop scrolling, NLE Choppa. Katt used him as the example, and that set the internet on fire.
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same jobs. That's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
People started replaying old videos, noticing how Choppa's whole energy seemed to shift the way he dressed, the way he spoke, even his vibe online. Some said he looked calmer, others said he looked drained, but everyone agreed, something felt different. And suddenly, Katt's words didn't sound so crazy anymore. He made people question the entire idea of success, like maybe talent alone ain't what gets you to the top. Maybe, in this game, it's not about how good you are, but who owns you after you make it. Katt Williams broke it down, saying that the so-called humiliation ritual ain't always some secret ceremony behind closed doors. Sometimes, it's plain in public full-on embarrassment, character destruction, or being forced to act out just to prove you'll obey. When you see a celebrity break down on live TV, or suddenly become the internet's favorite meme overnight, Katt says that's no accident.
To be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room.
Whoever made that complex list,
That's the system doing its thing, testing who's loyal enough to survive the spotlight. He called it a ritual because, according to him, it strips a person of their pride before the industry crowns them with success. He even claimed he went through it himself, faced it, survived it, and refused to bow down to the game's hidden rules. That's why his words hit different. This ain't some wild theory he pulled out of thin air. It's his lived experience. But when he mentioned NLE Choppa's name, man, that flipped everything upside down. The internet went crazy. Fans started digging up old interviews, watching old music videos, comparing his vibe from then to now, people saying, yo, maybe Katt's right. That's how deep Katt's reach goes, one quote from him. And suddenly the entire internet turns into detectives overnight. And the wildest part? Katt wasn't even angry or ranting. He said it calm, like he was stating a cold, hard fact.
And I felt like that day, I kind of released a small bit of it. And I think in the process of me releasing that, that was the first time in a long time you kind of seen that glimpse of me. But when I recorded the first video that I made of me passing my humiliation ritual, I say that to say I was extremely angry. I was not calm.
He made it sound like everyone in the industry already knows. They just don't say it out loud. That quiet tone made it way scarier. It felt real. He wasn't trying to bash NLE Choppa, but he was hinting that the young rapper might have stepped into something he didn't fully understand yet. Imagine being new in the game, hungry for fame, then realizing the door you walked through got locks on the inside. Katt was basically warning folks, success can come with chains disguised as gold. That one line had fans side-eyeing the whole rap scene. The way he spoke, it was like he had the blueprint, the manual for how stars are made, used, and broken apart in plain sight. Katt Williams didn't hold back when he said the system uses humiliation as both punishment and initiation.
Whoever made that complex list, I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certifications. Let me know who beating me, bro.
According to him, it's a method, a twisted way to break a person's confidence before rebuilding them into whatever image the industry wants to sell. And when you really look around and see how many rappers go from confident to chaotic overnight, his words start to hit different. He said the game makes people do things they can't even speak on later, like signing invisible contracts that cost way more than money. Once you cross that line, he said, you owe the people who let you in. That's when Katt made it clear why he never fit in with the Hollywood elites. He flat out refused to belong to anyone. He said, I don't want no handler, no puppet master telling me what I can say, wear, or think. And honestly, it explains a lot. His career's been rocky, sure, but that's mostly because he speaks his mind without fear, no matter who it offends.
I passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
He talked about how fame can twist people, especially young artists, into losing their real selves. Katt pointed to NLE Choppa as an example, saying his rise was lightning fast, too fast maybe. One viral hit, and suddenly the labels are calling, the sponsorships are stacking, and the cameras are flashing non-stop. Before you even realize it, you're no longer a person, you're a brand. That's the trap. He said that switch from human to product happens quietly, but once it does, there's no going back. He warned that once an artist reaches that level, they're forced to play the game just to stay visible. He claimed that image control is a real thing, that executives can plant stories, leak fake scandals, or even stage public humiliation just to keep a star in line. According to Katt, that's where NLE Choppa might have gotten caught up not because he's weak or untalented, but because he's young in an industry full of older power players pulling strings behind closed doors. And the craziest part? Katt tied all of this back to his own life. He said he's seen it firsthand, artists getting torn down by the media, only for the same outlets to sell their comeback story later.
Most people's number one fear is public humiliation, okay? I don't give a anymore. I'm not afraid of it, because I've had plenty.
It's all one big cycle, destruction and rebirth for profit. That, Katt said, is the real meaning of the ritual control. You get money, fame, and attention, but the price is your freedom. Katt Williams made it clear he wasn't just talking about NLE Choppa, he was calling out an entire system, a machine that rewards silence and punishes honesty. That's what makes his words hit so deep. This isn't gossip, it's a bigger truth about the whole entertainment world. He said young rappers today post about being chosen or enlightened, and the industry twists that language, turning it into something that sounds spiritual but is really psychological manipulation. According to Katt, it's all about convincing artists that their pain is a blessing, that suffering in silence means they're becoming great. He called it what it really is, manipulation at its finest. Most fans don't even catch it because it's dressed up like motivation, but deep down, it's about control. He said humiliation doesn't always have to be public. Sometimes it's quiet, emotional, and eats you from the inside out. The way he spoke, it was like a man who's seen way too much and finally decided to stop holding back. When he said, I own my narrative, you could feel the power in it. He meant no label, no executive, no media outlet was ever going to define him again. In a business built on image and silence, that kind of independence is rebellion. After that video dropped, the internet exploded. Some fans called Katt a legend for speaking up about what others only whisper about, while others accused him of stirring chaos again. But either way, everyone was listening. The whole conversation shifted beyond NLE. Choppa people started questioning every young artist's rise. Fans began revisiting moments where stars acted off, had sudden meltdowns, or disappeared from the spotlight, saying, maybe Katt's been right this whole time. Some even compared him to whistleblowers, those rare few who expose what powerful people try to bury deep. Whether folks believed every word or not, one thing was undeniable: Katt Williams knows how to shake up a room without even raising his voice. Then came the internet detectives' deep dives, old clips, cryptic interviews, and hidden lyrics. Fans started analyzing everything NLE Choppa ever posted, trying to figure out what he might have sacrificed. Some said it was personal growth, others called it branding, but everyone agreed something about Katt's story just felt too real. Some people said NLE Choppa just changed, that it was growth or maturity, but others swore it looked deeper, like he lost something real, maybe his innocence, maybe his control. Katt Williams' words made everyone take a hard look at the real cost of overnight fame. On the surface, fame shines bright all lights, luxury, and applause, but Katt flipped the switch and exposed the shadows that nobody wants to face. He reminded the world that fame ain't just a dream, it's a contract, and if you don't read the fine print, you might end up owned by it. What's wild is how this whole thing turned into a symbol. NLE Choppa became the face of every young artist who rises too fast, the ones who chase fame before they realize what comes with it. And Katt Williams? He stood tall as the truth teller, the rebel who refuses to play Hollywood's game. It's like watching two generations collide in silence, one still chasing the crown, the other warning what happens after you wear it. Katt's tone wasn't mean or bitter, it was almost fatherly, like he was saying, don't let them break you, and people felt that. Because even if you don't buy into the whole ritual talk or conspiracy stuff, you can't deny the message that fame can eat you alive if you don't stay grounded. What started as one wild claim turned into a full-blown conversation about freedom, control, and survival in the entertainment world. Katt reminded everyone that not everything that glitters is gold. Sometimes it's just chains shining under the spotlight. And whether NLE Choppa meant to or not, he became the center of a discussion that made fans question what real fame looks like today. Because like Katt said, sometimes fame is just the prettiest cage you'll ever see. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more stories that pull back the curtain on the world of fame. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.